I got to keep on moving, got to keep on living. And I took life by the horns and I said, I'm going to change my life. I got involved in working outside, got me a better job. And got involved in some things that I knew that I shouldn't get involved in, but I decided I was going to work hard and make it. And I had a lot of help from a lot of people, and it wasn't easy. So I tell you that story not to try to brag, but I want to tell you what's possible. I want to tell you that inside every one of our kids, inside of every one of our children, they have the capacity to be and do anything they want to do, be anything they want to be. And I have a love for the outdoors. I started working outside, and then they sent me out to California. I was working for this environmental organization, and we lived in the mountains for 6 months. I came back, got promoted, and they said, well, Mark, the program's over. I'm now 20 years old, no high school education. I got a good heart. I want to make it. I'm off the streets, but now where do I go? They said, what about college? You want to go to school? I said, college? I said, man, I can't go to college. I don't know if I can do this now. I can't go to college. But they sent me to the school called Hocking College. Now, Hocking College is down in the middle of nowhere, man. It's down in Nelsonville, Ohio. Now, I'm from the inner city, and Nelsonville, Ohio is in the country. When I say country, I mean country. I mean, it's in the country, right? So they sent me down to the country, man, and I'm tripping because I'm looking around and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm here in the country. I don't know if I can survive. You guys ever remember the movie Sixth Sense? Remember Bruce Willis? Remember the little boy who says, I see dead people. Remember that? While I was looking around Nelsonville, I was like, I don't see any black people. You know, so one of the black people, I'm scared of that, And down in Nelsonville, people kind of talk a little different. They kind of talk a little bit like this, and down there in those parts, people just kind of look at you kind of funny and stuff like that. And I kind of looked at myself and I said, my God, I don't know if I can make it. So I went back home. I went back to the hood. My homie's like, man, what was it like? Man, what's it like? I said, and the black people, man, everybody got a shotgun in their car. It was just, they sent me down during hunting season. And I just wasn't going to go because I didn't think I could make it. But my father told me, he says, son, in order for you to make it, and in order for you to go where you want to go, you got to go to places you've never been. See, sometimes in life you got to raise the bar. And I decided at that particular point I was going to raise the bar, and I was going to go to Hocking College out in the country. And this little black boy went to Hocking College out in the country, and I majored in wildlife biology. And I became a 2-time academic All-American. I carried a 3.5 GPA all through college. I was on the Dean's List, President's List, Academic Honor Roll, and I won the highest institutional honor that the college gives away. And I finished at the top of my class. I left there and went to a higher university and majored in organizational communication with the emphasis on human development, not because I'm anything special, only because somebody believed in me. Somebody said, you know what, we're not going to settle for you going down the wrong path. Somebody believed more in me than I can believe in myself. And sometimes working with our children, we have to believe more in them than they can believe in themselves, because our children want you to know that they want to know that you care. Because the thing about kids is, if you don't care, they're going to know. And so I know sometimes the kids say, oh, mommy, you're crazy, but they need some direction. They need to know that you have hope. And if you can give our kids hope, you can give them a sense that they can do anything in life that they want to do. You know what HOPE stands for? H-O-P-E? It stands for helping other people excel. That's what it is. And now when I talk to these young ladies and these young men, I talk to them about hustling. But I don't talk to them about hustling drugs. I said, if you want to hustle something, you hustle your potential. Hustle some education. Why don't you go out and hustle me 6 A's on your report card and we can talk? Because see, those 6 A's is going to put money in your pocket. The young people say it's all about the cheddar, baby. It's all about the money. Well, you get the money through the education, because education gives you power, and power is knowledge. And once you got the knowledge and the power, you can write your own ticket. I'm a kid who came from nothing. I'm a kid, as Antoine Fisher, my good friend, who was in the movie. Remember that movie with Denzel Washington, Antoine Fisher? My buddy. He says, what? Where you come from, Antoine? Under a rock? I came from under a rock, folks. But now I'm standing on top of the rock, and the rock is a mountain. And I'm as high as I ever wanted to be. Not on drugs, but on life. Why? Because the people like you who are out there every day doing what it takes to make it. Doing what it takes to make sure that you can do the thing in life called life. That's what it's all about. It's about being real with the kids and being real with yourself. Because see, these young people, come here, man. Come here, man. Yeah, you, come up here. You're in the front row, baby. You know you get picked up. Come here. Here's the deal. What's your name?
Jason.
Jason. Now, actually, these three guys here, were you out there when we did the video? Did you do the video? You weren't here, were you? Did you do the video? I don't think you did the video. But I said, listen, I want you to know, will you be in this video with me? And these three, wait, come on, you stand up too. You too, stand up. Here's the thing. You go to Champion School, right? Yes. Right? You go to Champion? Yes. And I said, where you go? Linda McKinley. Okay. I asked them, I said, you know what? I said, what do you want to do? I said, are you guys winners? They said, yeah, I'm a winner. I asked him, I said, you go to Champion? I said, you a champion? He says, yeah, I'm a champion. And when he said it with conviction. And these young men out there, they were mannerable. They were out there doing the right thing. They weren't selling no drugs. They weren't bothering nobody. They was out there doing the right thing. They was in here playing basketball. They said that they was going to double team me and beat me in basketball. I'm going to get y'all though when I get my shoes on. Y'all know that, right? But this is the future of America. It's the young men and women that will someday run this country. And see, the thing about it is, I love young people because without them, there will be no us. And what we do today and what we instill in them will be the detriment of where this country is 20 and 30 years from now. Because one day, they will be taking care of us. What you want to be when you grow up?
Basketball player.
You want to play basketball? Okay. What type of basketball you want to play? Overseas? NBA? NBA. What if you don't make it to the NBA? What you going to do?
Huh?
What if you don't make it to the NBA? What you going to do? You go to college?
Yes.
What you want to major in when you go to college?
I don't know.
Okay. See the NBA, but see the thing about NBA, you got the NBA right now. You know why? Because you know what NBA stands for? NBA stands for natural born ability. You got to be slam dunking every day. You hear me? Let's give these kids some round of applause. Thanks, y'all. That's what it's all about. So we look at that. I can still do that 36, y'all. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So what do we do? How do we deal with the perception? Okay, what is perception? What do you think perception is? What is perception? The way you see things, right? And so a lot of times when we're dealing with children and we're dealing with families, we have to see the invisible so we can accomplish the impossible. And things are not always as they seem. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to put up a paragraph, but you cannot talk to anybody in the room. You got to just count this stuff, and then from here, I want you to give me the answer. I'm going to put up a paragraph. All I want you to do is count the number of F's you see. If you see an F, just count it, but keep it to yourself, okay? You guys ready? Here we go. Everybody see that? Yes. All right. What I want you to do, I want you to count the number of F's you see. Count the F's. You got about 5 seconds. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and boom. All right. Here it is. Not a lot. Okay. So, how many people saw 1? By show of hands. Okay. You saw 1. How many people saw 2? Okay, got 2. How many people saw 3? Got a lot of 3s. Okay, okay. How many people saw 4? Got some 4s. Some ain't right here. Okay, some ain't right, but that's all right. How many people saw 5? Got some 5s. Okay, all right. How many people saw 6? Got 6. Anybody see 7? We saw a couple people who saw 7. Okay, anybody see 8? One person saw 8. Okay, all right. So we got people who saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's impossible. How's that? I mean, is that right? No. That can't be right. But see, the thing about it is, anything you want to change in your life, you got to change the way you think. Because if you can change your thinking, you can change the reality of it. And I'm going to prove to you just how powerful the mind is. All right? When you look at that screen up there, I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to repeat the answer in unison. What color is the screen? White. Okay, we're going to try that one more time, all right? I'm going to ask you a question, repeat the answer in unison. What color is the screen? White. What color is it? White. What color is it? White. What color? White. What color? White. 3 more times. What color? White. What color? White. What color? White. Okay, now what do cows drink? Milk. Cows don't drink milk, man! Gotcha! Yeah, I gotcha! I don't know. Maybe in Poindexter Village they drink milk. I don't know. Hey, you know, Oak Street they don't drink that. You know. Okay, here's the deal. How was I able to get you to tell me the cows drink milk? The white. The white, right? Okay. White is associated with what? Milk. Milk comes from what? Cows. But do cows drink milk? No. Here's the lesson here. Inner city. Projects. Foster kids. Low income. Okay? You hear those words, what do you think of? Traditionally, when you hear them, what do you think of? Bad, violence, gangs, guns, okay? Poor, all right? What's that? Drugs. But see, here's the reality. Just because you come from an environment doesn't mean that's who you are. You think, where I come from, there was a lot of good people. Like Miss Mamie, we call her Big Mama. We go to Big Mama's house, Big Mama sit down, she'd tell us all about good stuff. And see, when you hear these things, people have this negative connotation, so you got to be very careful how you label yourself. Now, I'm going to be blunt here, and I'm sorry I know you're filming this, but that's okay. It's cool. A lot of times I hear these kids going around, what's up, my nigga? What's up, nigga? Y'all know y'all be doing that. But here's the irony of it. And now, we got black kids saying it. Then the other day, this young white boy came out, I'm working, he's playing basketball. He's like, and another white kid came out. He said, man, that's my nigga right there. No offense, Mr. Garrett. And I said, so now the disparity here is that we have somebody calling themselves something, and all of a sudden we start believing what it is we hear, because when you hear that word, you hear negative connotations. So psychologically, what does that do to your self-esteem? All of a sudden you start seeing and believing what it is you're calling yourself. It doesn't have to be the N word, it could be the B word. I hear a lot of boys calling young girls that. If I was younger, I'd smack you dead in the face if you told me something like that. See, the thing about it is, with the young girls, you got to learn to respect yourself, because men will not respect women who do not respect themselves. Whether it's the mama, whether it's the daddy, the kids are only going to do, the kids are never going to listen to what you say, but they will always do what you do. Always. So in order for us to be role models, we have to be able to be the example and the leading